to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. Startups often choose to stay in stealth mode in the early days to protect their idea. In most cases, stealth mode doesn't help the startup and can actually hurt it. Here's the downside of going into stealth mode. It's difficult for others to help the startup because they don't know what is going on. It's harder to hire for the startup because it's a secret. You can't tell customers about it because you may reveal too much. It's difficult to talk to investors because the startup wants everyone to sign an NDA. Startups that commit fraud are often in stealth mode to hide their activities. Instead of going into stealth mode, be open about what you're doing. Refrain from explaining to everyone how you are doing it. This gives exposure to the startup for investors and customers. Consider keeping certain functions as a trade secret. Investors will appreciate the fact that you have intellectual property in the form of a trade secret. They will be less impressed by your stealth mode. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.